Hi friends, this is Vishwanath Modi here. So today we are going to start a React.js, the course, and we are going to start learning from zero to hero in React.js development. So embark on an enlightenment journey from a novice to an expert in React.js, mastering essential concept, best practice, and advanced techniques for successful development. So we are going to be learn line by line or like a concept wise and practical and theoretical throughout the journey of a course. So next, what we learn in the React.js. So first we will basic understanding of a React.js. To master React.js and build a dynamic single page application with reusable components, start by understanding the core concept like components, props, state, JSX, then gradually progress to the advanced technique like hooks, context API, routing, and optimization strategies, and ensure your components are truly right ones used everywhere. So these are all the concepts we are going to be learn throughout the application and working with some ERP type of applications. Then we will get to know like what is a React and how we are going to be write the code and everything. Okay, so next we will understand the basic understanding of a React.js. So whether it is a library or a framework or a pro language or anything. First, what is the definition? The React is a JavaScript library to design a designed to build a user interfaces seamlessly. So library. So what is a library? So just I will give a brief introduction between the library and framework. So let's say this is a one kitchen is there. I will take one kitchen example, then I will explain here. So here it is in a kitchen is there. So in the library, let's say I will take a library and I will take a framework. In the framework, what happens? So in the kitchen, what is the main thing? So one is a chimney and the something space for the micro oven and some space for the fridge and some space for the exhausted fan like this. Let's assume, okay, so this is a framework. So once you create a framework, so by default it will come. So this is a framework. Let's say an example language is the Angular is a framework. Okay, then what is a library? So library means this is the open space. So whatever is necessary for you, so you can install those library. Then what is the exact meaning of library? So library is a something, it's a group of uh, codes or a group of functions. So they have written, they made a one library. So let's say this, I need a chimney. So chimney library I have installed. So if I need a exhausted fan, so I'm going to be install this exhausted fan library. It means what is necessary. So those things we are going to be installed or use in the library. But in the framework case, so everything is predefinedly is came. Let's say here the React routing is there, file upload, file download like that. So here the routing is by default it is coming by the once you create a file then a Angular. So that is why framework means already predefined. So library is a, so we are going to be access or we can use whatever is necessary. So that is called in a library and framework. The next is Origin. So Origin is created by the Facebook in 2013. The React has become a staple for a modern web development. So its basic main intention is that they want to create a one modified version of a web development. So that is why they have created a React in the 2013. Next will come for the single page application. So then we will understand what is a single page application and multi-page application first. So React is a particularly suited for the single page application. So enhance the user experience with the smooth. So what is a single page application? I will take a one more pictorial representation. So this is my website. So this website is having a home that is a something called the image slider, and we have a some more component. Let's say about section. So then I will take one more like a gallery section, and I will take a one more section that is called a contact section. Okay, so what is happening here? You have a one website and it is having a different sections. So generic way of writing a website here. So like here what happening, whenever the page is loaded or a website is loaded, so all the css is loaded at once. But if you click for the about, so again it is going to be reload all the pages or all the css and javascript library. But in the single page, what happens? All the necessary CSS and JavaScript files are loaded at once in the browser cache. So whenever you again want to reload that one, so you no need to, it is not fetching from the server, but it is fetching from the local storage of a cache browser. So that is why that is called in a single page application. And the next is a component based architecture. What is a component based architecture? So let's say this is a one component, image slider is a one component, and about is a one component, gallery is a one component, contact section is a one component. So it means the component means what? Internally it is in a function or it is a piece of a code. So it is split into a component architecture. Okay, so next is the about is a one separate component. So what is the use of defining a component in the sense? So components are reused. Let's say the contact section or a contact form or anything or a footer or anything. So here what happens, the footer can be used for the throughout the application for the n number of components or pages. But you no need to define a component or a footer section and again. But you have to write once as a footer component. So those footer component you are going to be used throughout the application. So what is the meaning of this one? You are going to be write a footer component at once and you are using throughout the application. So that is called the component based architecture. And declarative nature. React's declarative approach simplifies the UI development, allowing a easy to update. So what is the meaning of this one? Let's say what is the purpose of creating an application? So we are going to be create an application. So define some data. So this is the data we can call as a state. So if state I want to store something like that a home page. So this is a declarative state. If I do changes to the this state, automatically it is reflect to the in the page. So that is the meaning of a declarative nature. And a complex UI and the smaller pieces. So here what happens, you have an application, you are going to be segregate as in a component, you are going to be used as in a separate component and making a big large application. Let's say I will take one example called a Flipkart. So Flipkart is everyone know this one. So it's a big application. So here what happens, they are going to be segregated component. How? This is header is a one component, so this is also one component. See, this is the slider is there, this is the one component. So this best electronics is one component, beauty food is one component. So why they are splitting in a sense? So it is not depending on each other, but it is running separately. Why? See, this header component is there. I can use 100 pages. In the 100 pages, I can use it. Less how if I say here men's and footwear. So again, in the men's and footwear, we have so many pages. If I do click here, men's and jeans, see the header is there. Header is a common. So in the earlier what they are doing, so every time so there is a header is defining. But here what happens? So header we define and just we add one component. So that is we are importing here. Okay, so this is the basic understanding of a React. In the next section, we are going to be learn about a next topic. Thank you.